Welcome to Hear and Learn. Today, I want to share something that can completely change the way you learn English. If you feel tired of slow progress, if you feel stuck, or if you think English is too difficult, this video is for you. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you a system that truly works. It's simple, it's clear, and it's something you can use for life. Many people study English only for exams, school, or work. They think, I just need English for this test, or I only need English for my interview. But English is much more than that. It can give you freedom. It can open doors to new friends, new jobs, new countries to explore, and even a new way to see the world. This is not just about one test or one goal. It's about your entire life. Maybe you've tried before. Maybe you've spent hours studying grammar rules. Maybe you've memorized long vocabulary lists. Maybe you've watched tons of videos and read lots of books. But still, you feel nervous when you speak. You still translate in your head. You still can't speak fast or naturally. Do you know why? It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're not smart enough. And it's definitely not because English is too hard. The real reason is simple. You don't have the right system. Here's the truth. English is not a subject. It's not just information. It's not only grammar or vocabulary. English is a habit. Yes, a habit. Something you do every single day without stress, without fear, without overthinking. Just like brushing your teeth, drinking water, or walking. When English becomes a habit, it becomes effortless. Some people look for quick tricks. They search for shortcuts. They want to learn English in 1 month or speak fluently in 30 days. But deep down, you and I know that doesn't work. Shortcuts don't last. Tricks don't last. Memorizing without real use doesn't last. You forget, you stop, and eventually you give up. But when you build a habit, you never lose it. It becomes a part of you. Think about this. When you learned your first language as a child, you didn't memorize word lists, you didn't read grammar books or translate. You listened, you spoke, you repeated, you practiced every single day. And slowly, words became automatic. That's how fluency is born. And that's exactly how you learn English now, by creating small, daily habits. So if you feel stuck, don't worry. You're not broken. You're not bad at languages. You just need a new path, a better way, a system that fits your life instead of fighting against it, a system that helps you grow step by step every single day. In this video, I'll show you that system. It won't be boring. It won't be confusing. It will be simple, practical, and powerful. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do every day to become fluent. You'll see how tiny habits create big transformations. You'll feel new motivation, new energy, and new hope. And you'll realize that English can truly become a natural part of your life forever. So my advice is don't skip, don't stop. Watch until the end, because every part of this video connects together. Every part matters. And if you stay with me, you'll walk away with a real plan that can change everything for you. Let's begin this journey together. Let's move away from shortcuts, hacks, and stress. Let's move toward habits, systems, and real fluency. Because English is not something you study once. English is something you live every single day. And starting from today, you will begin to live it. The truth about English: habit versus skill. English is not just a skill. It's not something you learn once and keep forever. English is a habit, and once you understand this, everything begins to change. English is something you can learn, like riding a bike, typing, or playing a game. Yes, it needs practice and time, but English is not just a skill you use sometimes. It must become a habit, something you do naturally every day, without thinking too much. Think about your first language. When you were a child, you didn't study grammar or memorize long word lists. You listened, copied, and repeated. Day by day, your brain made the language automatic. You didn't learn it, you lived it. That's why you never forget it. It became your daily habit. But most people learn English like a school subject. They study grammar, read books, memorize rules, but they don't use it daily. That's why they forget, feel nervous, and can't speak easily even after years of learning. Now, imagine if English became like brushing your teeth. You do it every day without thinking. What if you spoke a little, listened a little, or thought in English every day? You wouldn't need motivation, it would just be part of your life. The problem is people depend too much on motivation. Motivation is like fire. It burns bright for a while, then fades away. You study a lot when you're excited, but when you're tired or busy, you stop. That's why progress disappears. What you really need is a system. A system means doing small actions every day, no matter what. Say one English sentence in the morning. Describe what you see on your way to work. Think about your day in English before sleep. These simple habits change your brain and build real fluency. Fluency doesn't come from long study sessions or memorizing grammar rules. It comes from daily practice, even for 10 minutes. Then English becomes easy. You stop translating, stop overthinking, and just speak. But if you don't use it daily, your brain forgets. You feel slow, shy, and unsure. Without daily use, English will always feel heavy. But when you make it a habit, it becomes part of who you are, effortless and natural. Remember this: English is a habit, not a skill. Your goal is not to be perfect or memorize every grammar rule. Your goal is to build small habits that stay with you for life. Think about your morning routine. Brushing your teeth or drinking water. You don't need motivation for that. You just do it automatically. English can feel the same way. When you stop seeing it as a subject and start treating it as a habit, everything becomes easier. You no longer ask, do I have time or do I feel ready? You just take small steps every day. Fluency grows from simple actions. One sentence, one thought, one small step daily. Imagine a tree. If you water it every day, it grows strong. But if you water it once a month, it becomes weak. English is like that tree. Daily practice is the water that keeps it alive. So from today, stop seeing English as a test or a big challenge. See it as a part of your daily life, natural, automatic, and simple. When you do this, you'll never give up. English will become part of you, just like your first language. Now, let's talk about the silent killer translating in your head. Almost every learner does it. Maybe you do it too. You think in your native language, then try to translate into English, check the grammar, and then speak. But that process is slow. Your brain gets stuck like traffic on a busy road. You want to talk fast, but the words come late. You feel nervous and lose confidence. That's why translating in your head is the biggest block to fluency, because fluency means speed and flow. When you think in English, you speak faster and sound more natural. No stress, no fear, just real communication. Think about children. They don't translate when they learn their first language. They hear a word, connect it directly with an object or idea, and remember it naturally. Adults, however, want control. They want to be correct, so they translate, and that's why they're slow. For example, imagine you're in a cafe. You want to order coffee. You think in your language first. I want 1 coffee, please. Then, you translate it into English and check if it's right. By that time, your brain is busy and you lose confidence. But if you think directly in English, I want coffee, it's fast, clear, and natural. So how can you stop translating? By practicing thinking in English every day. Don't wait for motivation, start small. Here are 4 simple exercises. Describe what you see. Look around. Say, "This is my chair. That's my phone. The window is open." Describe what you do. I'm making tea. I'm walking outside. Describe your feelings. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm excited. Describe your day. Before bed, say, I woke up. I went to work. I met a friend. These small sentences train your brain to think directly in English. At first, it feels strange, but with time, it becomes natural. Remember this: translation is a habit, but thinking in English can also become a habit. And the stronger habit always wins. Yes, you'll make mistakes, and that's okay. Mistakes are not failure. They are practice. Just like learning to swim. You can't learn by reading about it. You have to jump in the water. Translating is like standing outside the pool. You never move. Thinking in English is like jumping in. It feels scary at first, but then you grow. You swim. You flow. The biggest wall between you and fluency is not grammar or accent. It's translation in your head. So break that wall. Stop translating. Start thinking in English. Do it daily. Describe your room, your actions, your feelings, your day. Start small. 1 word, 1 sentence, 1 thought. Step by step, your mind will change. And one day, English will feel as easy and natural as your first language. Mouth training and 21-day English habit system. Don't worry about being perfect. Focus on practice. Just like running, at first you feel tired, but every day you get stronger. After a few weeks, your mouth moves faster and your speech feels smoother. One great method is mirroring. Mirroring is like shadowing, but with more expression. You don't just copy the words, you copy the speaker's energy, emotion, and confidence. Imagine watching a movie actor, how they smile, speak with power, and move their body. Now, look in the mirror and do the same. When you mirror, you're not just saying words, you're becoming the speaker. Speaking isn't only about sound, it's about emotion and body language too. If you speak with no energy, your English feels weak. But if you speak with a smile and confidence, it feels alive. Mirroring helps you connect naturally with people, not just speak correctly. Because true fluency is connection, not grammar. The next method is repeating. Listen to a phrase and say it many times. For example, nice to meet you. Repeat it 10 or 20 times. Repetition builds muscle memory. Your mouth learns the movement. Later, when you need that phrase, it comes out automatically without thinking. You can do this with small daily phrases like, how are you? I don't know. Can you help me? Each small repetition makes your mouth faster and your English smoother. It's like lifting weights. Every repetition builds strength. Shadowing gives you rhythm and speed. Mirroring gives you expression and confidence. Repeating gives you automatic sentences. Together, they build fluency. Athletes train their bodies every day. They run, stretch, lift weights. You must train your mouth the same way. Fluency isn't about rules, it's about action. Grammar gives you knowledge, but mouth training gives you fluency. Reading about football doesn't make you a player. Practice does. In the same way, only speaking practice makes you fluent. Here's a simple daily plan. Morning, 5 minutes. Shadow a short audio clip. Copy the sound and rhythm. Afternoon, 5 minutes. Mirror a short video. Copy the voice, face, and energy. Evening, 5 minutes. Repeat 3 short phrases many times. Just 15 minutes a day, but if you do it daily, your mouth, speech, and confidence will change. Fluency isn't about memorizing rules. It's about training your mouth every day. Shadow, mirror, and repeat. These simple habits make English natural and effortless. The problem isn't your brain or memory, it's lack of practice. Train your mouth, and fluency will follow. Now comes the 21-day system. Fluency doesn't come from talent or knowledge. It comes from consistency. If you study 10 minutes every day for 21 days, you'll see real growth. Daily repetition is stronger than long, random study sessions. 21 days is the perfect time to build a new habit. It's long enough to create change and short enough to feel possible. After 21 days, English will start to feel natural, like brushing your teeth. You won't need motivation anymore. You'll just do it. Here's how the 21-day plan works. Each day has one main task, 10 to 15 minutes, and one optional bonus task. You don't need a teacher, only yourself. Do the main task every day, and if you have time, do the bonus one too. Day 1. Say one English sentence when you wake up. Good morning, or today will be great. Day 2. Describe your actions. I'm washing my hands. I'm drinking water. Day 3. Mirror a short video. Copy the speaker's tone and body language. Day 4. Shadow an audio clip. Speak along with the speaker. Day 5. Repeat one useful phrase 10 times. Record yourself and listen. Day 6. Name 3 things you see. Tree, car, bag. Day 7. Reflect on your week. Say 3 things you did in English and tell yourself, I did it. Repeat this cycle and you'll see powerful change. Fluency grows step by step, habit by habit. Practice daily, train your mouth, and live in English. Soon it will feel natural, automatic, and truly yours. I eat bread. I drink tea. The bonus task is to take a photo of your food and write one English word about it. Day 9. Energy. Shadow a happy video. Smile and copy the energy. The bonus task, add one hand movement while speaking. Day 10. Memory. Repeat 3 short phrases, like I don't know, I like this, or that's good. Say each 10 times. The bonus task, use one of these phrases during the day. Day 11. Observation. Describe 3 people you see. She is tall. He is running. She is smiling. Write one of them in your notebook. Day 12. Self-practice. Talk for 1 minute about your day. Don't stop or worry about mistakes. Just speak. Bonus, record and listen. Day 13. Rhythm. Shadow an English song for 2 minutes. Don't sing perfectly, just follow the rhythm. Bonus, clap with the beat. Day 14. Review. Say 5 sentences you learned this week. Bonus, repeat your favorite line 10 times. Day 15. Description.
Look around your room and describe 3 things. The bed is big. The wall is white. The window is open. Bonus, write them down. Day 16. Emotion. Say how you feel 3 times a day. I feel happy. I feel tired. I feel hungry. Bonus, add a reason. Day 17. Action. Mirror a speaker with strong energy for 5 minutes. Copy their body and voice. Bonus, add your own sentence with that same energy. Day 18. Shadowing again. Shadow a short story. Don't stop, follow the speaker. Bonus, repeat one line loudly. Day 19. Repeating again. Choose 5 phrases and say each 5 times. Bonus, use one in your own sentence. Day 20. Flow. Speak for 2 minutes about your day without stopping. Bonus, add 1 new word. Day 21. Celebration. Look back at your 21 days and say, I did it. Say 3 sentences about your progress. I speak more. I feel confident. I can do this. Bonus, reward yourself with music or a favorite English video.
This 21-day system is simple. Each task takes just 10 to 15 minutes. You don't need a teacher or partner, only your voice and consistency. Some days you'll feel lazy or tired, but even saying one sentence keeps the habit alive. The habit is more important than perfection. If you complete 21 days, you'll not only speak better English, but also build a system for life. Fluency doesn't come from one big lesson. It comes from small daily steps. Many learners study grammar for years, but still struggle because they don't practice daily. Motivation fades, but habits stay. Imagine life with fluency. You speak confidently, think in English, and connect with people easily. That's the power of daily habit. Start small. 10 minutes a day is enough. Use the 21-day habit calendar. Speak, shadow, mirror, and repeat. English is not just a subject, it's something you live every day. Show up for yourself. Trust the process. Every word counts, every day counts. In 21 days, you'll feel progress. In 42 days, it'll feel natural. In 90 days, English will be part of your life. Fluency belongs to those who act, and that includes you. Start today. Speak one sentence. Take one step. Build your habit. Live English every day.